Hello, beautiful Vibe Tribe family. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. We're doing a random relationship reading between Aquarius or Chinese Year Tiger with Taurus or Chinese Year Snake. You can flip-flop and mix match these as much as you need to. You could be an Aquarius with a snake. You could be the Taurus with the tiger. You could, of course, be a Chinese Year Tiger with a Chinese Year Snake as well. Okay? But just know that it is fixed air with fixed earth that we're talking about. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I truly do appreciate every single one of you. We are going to use the Love Enchanted World deck for this reading. First, I'm going to get you a telepathy oracle card for the both of you to see where your energy is coming from, of course. And then we're going to go from there. Thank you, Spirit, Universe, and God so much for truly showing up today for this relationship reading between fixed air and fixed earth. Let's see. What's the energy for fixed air coming to be? What is this? Test. And what's the energy of Taurus? Fixed earth. What is the energy of them? We have study. Interesting. I love how you guys are kind of corresponding in this way of, like, you know, for a test we study, right? So that's interesting. Maybe something about school, maybe something about college, maybe something about certain classes you guys are taking. You guys could have met each other at school, right? Could have been a thing, right? Either way. Interesting enough, Aquarius has your strengths and weaknesses are being tested, while Taurus has let love show you how to learn from each other. When you want to study each other, you allow love to be the guide. Okay? So Aquarius obviously is going through something right now, and maybe they are having a lot of highs and lows, but they had the full moon in Libra, which is affecting all air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So they were definitely undergoing some things. I do feel like the strengths that are being tested with Aquarius are how strong they are to let things go from the past. And of course, their weaknesses are kind of becoming their strengths right now. Does that make sense? That's what I'm feeling, at least. Okay. The strengths of Aquarius, the weaknesses of Aquarius are becoming strengths. Some kind of existence. Maybe this is a relationship that's due for existence, like it needs to happen. Okay, there could be some stress you guys have been dealing with. You're just trying to live from moment to moment. Okay, there's some kind of thunderbolt moment taking place as well. So let's see what the feelings, the thoughts, and the wants are from both. The feelings for Aquarius are postponement. Of course, number 4. What is Taurus feeling? What is Taurus feeling? Stress. So both of you have feelings of like high-key stress and worry and concern about some things. You know, maybe because one has had postponements, one worries that because there's been postponements, is this even the right thing for me? You know, and with the stress of the Taurus, it does seem to me that they could also be taking on a lot of the stress from Aquarius as well. So I do feel like you guys are very attuned to each other, and what one is feeling, the other one will definitely feel too. So obviously you guys have high telepathic connections. And I feel there's a lot of love here that you guys do share with each other. I do feel like you guys are learning to love each other in each other's love language, not just your own love language. Okay? Let's see what you guys' thoughts are. What's Aquarius thinking? What is Aquarius thinking right now? Okay, you got flowering and playfulness. So during a time of postponement and feeling like things are postponed, that doesn't take away from Aquarius's thoughts of being positive and being able to embrace what the postponement is, and during the time of growth, the stages, they're still being playful, they're still allowing themselves to be positive, upbeat, that kind of feeling. Like they don't want to just take away from their growth because something is postponed in their mind. They're still very positive about it. That's another thing where the weakness, maybe it was once upon a time the Aquarius had an out of control mindset. It would become very negative, you know, and the influence of it would just lead to disaster. But I feel like that was once upon a time the weakness that you were turning into a strength, Aquarius or Taurus. This is what Aquarius is going through at the time. Okay, what are you thinking? Taurus is thinking about just going with the flow. So their thoughts are just kind of flowing. Even though there's feelings of stress, they're still allowing their own thoughts to just allow the stress to do what it needs to do and go as much as it does. Just feel it to heal it, is that energy of going with the flow. Let's see what the desires are. Ripeness. lots of springtime earthly energy here on Aquarius side, okay? And I feel a lot of water energy from the Taurus. Maybe water is specific for Taurus. They like to go swimming. They like to be near the water, ocean, rivers, lakes, ponds, you know? But I feel more of the Aquarius energy likes to be where the grounded energy, the earth energy, the plants, the animals, the beautiful flowers and such, okay? You have number 4 and 9 over here. 1994 is actually the year of the dog. It's equivalent to Libra. 1949, on the other hand, is the year of the ox. It's Aquarius. Or just kidding, Capricorn's energy. Sorry, I got distracted. 7 over here on Taurus side. You guys could be born on the 4th, the 9th, the 7th day of the month. What is Taurus's desires, please? So obviously Aquarius is desiring to ripen this connection. Okay, guidance. So Taurus is going with the flow inside their thoughts, and they're desiring to be guided to be able to let love be the guide, which is beautiful. 7 and 3. 1973 is actually the year of the ox, again, Capricorn's energy. And 1937 is again the year of the ox, Capricorn energy. So there's a lot of ox energy, Capricorns. So something about Capricorn moon signs or somewhere wherever you're having wherever your Capricorn placement is in your chart for either of you could be one of the things that they're trying to blink at you. You know, like when you see something blinking, it's usually like a warning light. Hey, I need attention, right? So I kind of feel like wherever you have Capricorn in your chart or whatever specific placement you have for your 10th house or your Saturn, okay? Those could be specific right now for the both of you right now. Okay, now we're going to get into the tarot and we're going to see a little bit further of what all these are supposed to be meaning for the postponement, the flowering, the playfulness, the ripeness, the stress, the going with the flow, and the guidance. Of course, you guys could be like 37 years old, maybe even 49. Okay, you could be between the ages of 37 and 49 for some of you as well. Okay, let's see. We are, like I said, using the Enchanted World deck. Let's see what this postponement is about in the feelings of Aquarius, please. Okay, the Temperances in the reverse. So they're feeling a little bit out of harmony in their weight of this postponement because it's causing more discord. It's causing more of a struggle to get to that passionate, loving sensation in this relationship. The Temperance is very much so soulmates and twin flame energy. And when I see this is a love that you guys really want to study each other, you want to learn to love each other more. There's just been a few things. There could have been some cognitive dissonance as well. There could have even been some arguments or disagreements, right? Whatever had caused a little bit of disharmony. And maybe the postponement is that it hasn't been like picked up like at a fast progress to make it completely, you know, where you both have a peaceful resolution between each other, right? But that doesn't take away from Aquarius being playful and still flowering and still growing and still trying to learn and just delving into themselves, into this relationship as well, and trying to discover what they need to discover. Okay, so Temperance is actually Sagittarius or Chinese New Year. Something about 14 could be specific as well. 14th day of the month or something. Okay, you also got the 4 of Pentacles coming out, and that would be the thoughts of Aquarius, right? Aquarius could also be thinking about some financial means in the sense of like wanting to save up to make a larger purchase. They could be focusing a lot on materialistic things at this moment, but trying to be more playful. Maybe they do want to have something in their life that's a hobby of theirs, and it could be anything really, but it's like sometimes when you have a hobby, hobbies are expensive, and to have certain things, you need to have certain money to be able to get those certain things, and this could be something that the Aquarius is really, really like focused on the material world right now so that they can have what they're hoping for to be able to be fully in their playful hobby, you know, creative energy. It could be painting, it could be reading. Like if it's reading, it's like wanting to stay up to have more books, to be specifically get a book, or even if it's something to do with like outdoors activities, it could be like ATVing, it could be wanting to get a side by side or wanting to get a dirt bike or a quad or whatever it may be, or it could even be more than that. There could be other things that you do. It could be camping stuff, it could be a RV, it could be a boat for the water, it could be whatever it may be. There's something here that Aquarius is definitely trying to strive to get so that they can have more fun, more and being able to be more entertained in their life. Okay, another thing with the Four of Pentacles is definitely like the Aquarius has a lot of thoughts that they have not shared with the Taurus energy, and they need to, and they know it, but they've been holding on very tightly to these thoughts. Maybe they know it will cause more disarray, or they feel as if it will, but I feel like a lot of the time we need to say things even though it seems like maybe we don't. If you really feel it in your heart, you need to say it, is what I feel. Okay, Capricorn's energy again, so there's a lot of Capricorn. Number 4. All right, let's see what the ripeness is for the desires of Aquarius, please. We have the 7 of Pentacles in the reversal. Interesting. That's why they're desiring ripeness. That's why they're desiring growth. That's why they're desiring establishments, because there's been a lot of lack of growth. There's been a lot of delays. There's been a lot of setbacks, and that's a Taurus energy. So with Taurus, there hasn't been a full like ripening of the relationship like they'd like it to be. Now, maybe with the 7 of Pentacles being in the reverse, they desire to change the plan, you know? But they do desire Taurus. They desire to have some kind of growth, some kind of ripening with Taurus. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what Taurus's stress is about. Why is there stress? What is this card coming out? The 8 of Hearts is in the reverse. Okay, so, we have another one. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse, double 8s. Okay, interesting. And that's over the top of the going with the flow. And that's good to know that. Now, over the feelings for Taurus, the 8 of Hearts in the reverse is a Pisces or a Chinese Year Rabbit. Okay, now, what I feel with this specifically is that there's been codependency. Now, that could have been a lot of stress on the Taurus's shoulders, because there could have been some people from the past or even like family members or whatever that have been very codependent on Taurus and them helping them doing, maybe going out of their entire way for other people, right? Like, that's the feeling. Like, Taurus has gone out of their way for other people. They've been having a lot of people be codependent on them and relying on them. And that's caused a lot more stress, maybe even to this relationship, because maybe Taurus or Chinese Year Snake, either one, has been not having enough time to give to Aquarius and this relationship due to everybody else needing them. Another thing I'm feeling with the 8 of Hearts in the reverse is they are feeling like they don't want to let this go, even though there's been a few things that have not been fully satisfying to the extent that it can be. It doesn't mean that they don't believe that it can't be that satisfying point, you know, like what they really desire. So they do really want to hold on to this. It could be a little bit stressful sometimes for them, but technically with the 8 of Swords in the reversal, with Gemini, Chinese Year Horse, this going with the flow in their mind, like what they're thinking of, they're able to release the stress and free themselves from anxiety. They don't have to sit there and concern themselves with every single thing in their mind. They're also kind of in that Aquarius sense of like being able to still be fluent and kind of just go with whatever it is that they're feeling at the time, and then let their mind kind of transmute the feelings that are negative into something more positive, into something more tranquil, into something more dealable, like able to deal with a little bit easier. Okay, and then 2 of Pentacles is on the bottom, so like I definitely feel Taurus has been doing a lot of juggling. Of course, they're doing a good job at juggling, but there's still a lot of things that they're stressed out, you know. There's juggling here too. Pentacles is juggling. So let's see what the guidance is for the desires for the Taurus side with Aquarius. What is their desires here with the guidance? The Tower. The Tower is here in the reversal. Interesting. This is definitely saying Taurus wants to be guided through something that they've been feeling like maybe they've been delaying the inevitable. Maybe they have been fearful of change, right? So they want the guidance to be able to come out of being fearful, okay? Like they want to be fearless when it comes to this relationship. They want to allow the love to guide them and show them how to learn from each other and how to love each other better, okay? And I just heard this song. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it, but it's by LL Cool J, and it's a very old song. It's probably like early 2000s, but it's like, baby, you make me better. You make me better. Okay, because that's the feeling I'm feeling. Like, you do make me better. There's something within me that's changed because of you. Like, I'm getting that heavily from Taurus. This is all fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're in Aries season during Chinese Year Dragon. Sagittarius was already here. Chinese Year Rat. And then Leo's Chinese Year Monkey. There is something to do, definitely, with the 9th house and, of course, the 10th house. So Uranus, no, not Uranus. Jupiter and Saturn placements are specific here. Okay, let's see what the outcome could potentially be for you both. That one wanted to fly out, so please don't try to hesitate, because when you hesitate, we all know what happens. It doesn't give you the full accuracy of what you're really hoping for and looking for and seeking for. So don't try to not be vulnerable. It's okay. And I catch you guys all the time sometimes. So, and it's not that I'm trying to judge you, nor am I trying to, force it upon you, but there is something that if I didn't get that piece of information, it could definitely mess up the entire reading. You know what I mean? So fully being open to receiving and giving is the best thing to do. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be embarrassed of. There's nothing to feel like what you're going to give me is not, there's like, how many people really watch my videos? Not very many. So you're not really getting your information blasted to the whole world, okay? And not everybody's even going to know who this attunes to. So don't worry about it. It's all okay. I promise we'll get through this. But with the 4 hearts in the reverse, you just try to hesitate on something that's so absolutely beautiful. This is a dream come true. This is like a desire. This is somebody who's been dreaming in their mind and finally checking in for alignment. So this relationship is coming to this point of being able to check in for alignment and find the joy in life, taking gratitude with this relationship and for each other. Okay, and that's Cancer energy or Chinese year sheep with the 4 of hearts in the reversal, and then we have the devil in the reverse, and that's the freedom. And Capricorn over Cancer is the big thing, knowing that this is a challenge that you guys are definitely you're facing this challenge, but you're going to overcome this challenge together. Okay, so opposites, meaning basically to me, is like you're overcoming what was challenging. That's a good thing. It's a good sign, knowing that you're able to have this release and being able to love each other freely and more openly. Okay, there's not going to be any codependency on each other. There's not going to be any addictions. There's not going to be any obsessive behavior or anything over each other. No possessiveness, that kind of thing. Freeing oneself from not being able to speak up about what they really know they need to speak up about, because technically when we say things, we think in our minds sometimes that it's not going to go the way that we assume it will. But we're not supposed to make assumptions on how things are going to play out. We're supposed to just do what we feel is right at the moment. If you feel you need to say something, say it anyway. It will register to the person that you said it to in the way it's supposed to. If it triggers them, it's okay. If it gets them to cry, it's okay. If it gets them to speak up and say something back to you, that's okay, because it's all supposed to be able to help you guys dive deeper with this relationship with each other. Okay? Anyway, so we're going to get you guys a few messages. Hopefully this helped you. I want to tell you everything and be fully vulnerable with you from a feminine energy. Okay, and then we have Delphinium, open heart, ardent attachment. Ardent is enthusiastic or passionate, burning or glowing. So Delphinium is a flower, by the way. Okay, and we also have spreading fairy dust everywhere you go. People don't just forget about your presence. You're unforgettable, and as a couple, you both could be very unforgettable as well. Okay, and I hope that this helped in any way potentially it could. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. God bless.